Hi everyone. We are entering that time of the year where people start to think about their workforce planning and the people they need and the capabilities they need heading into next year. So if you're thinking about that for your consulting team, I just wanted to reiterate some of the principles to think about around this. So firstly, foundational is whatever you're planning must start from your business strategy. What are you trying to achieve? And that should be driven by clients. What are clients needing out there? Which clients are you trying to go after? Which parts of the market are you targeting? And what capabilities and people do they need? And then from that understanding of the business strategy and the capabilities you need to serve your clients, you then need to set really clear expectations for your team. You need to define what are you expecting them to do? How are you expecting them to behave? What are you expecting them to be good at? And typically, you're going to capture that in a competency framework. I'm not suggesting you should be updating your competency framework every year, but you should certainly be reviewing it and questioning whether or not it's still fit for purpose with your plans and your strategic objectives for next year. With that clarity of expectations, you then need to get your team committed to it, understanding it as part of their job. And we think about that in terms of mindset and mindset statements, things like, it is my job to do X, Y, Z. And then you've got a situation where you've got clarity on your expectations and you've got your team engaged and committed to behaving in that way, the way that you want them to, and developing their skills. And then sometimes what you'll find is even with that clarity and even with that commitment, people aren't doing what you want them to do. And this is not the time to beat them with a stick. This is the time to think about what are the blockers that are making it difficult for them. Maybe they don't have the skills and they need more training. Maybe they've got gaps in their knowledge. Maybe they've got internal challenges around doing some things that they find a bit scary, that's driving them to procrastinate or make excuses, or I'm too busy to do the thing that I said I was going to do. Or maybe your internal processes aren't tight enough. Maybe the technology that they need isn't there. Maybe they just need to form better habits around this stuff. There will be a series of things that you can break down that are meaning they're not doing the thing that you wanted them to be doing. And if you don't address each of those things, get rid of each of those blockers, then it's going to be difficult for them to do it in the future. So you've got your expectations, you've got the mindset clear, you've identified the things that are making it difficult, and you've got a plan to knock each of those blockers out of the way next year, whether that's through training or self-reflection or coaching or providing knowledge or updating your tech or changing your processes, whatever you need to do to enable people to do what they need. And then the final building block is just to create feedback loops. Make sure that you are tracking what's happening as a result of the behaviors changing, that you're providing that feedback to people, that you're setting them up to understand how when they change something, that impacts other things, and creating those positive reinforcement loops. So start from your business strategy, define the capabilities that you need, be really clear about the expectations you've got of the team, get the team committed to those expectations, clear the blockers out of the way, and then create those positive feedback loops. And if you can do that systematically as you head into 2026, you are going to drive your consulting team's development at a vastly faster rate. If any of that sounds tricky, happy to chat more as ever. Good luck with it. Thanks.